Well, hello, and welcome back to the Tower 2025 projection. So, after the last tournament, which was, I will say, absolute insanity, if you didn't see it, you really missed out. Or not the last tournament, the tournament before last, Saturday's tournament. Everybody said, you need to redo your 2025 plan. Okay. Okay. Well, we will redo it. Now, obviously, this Saturday's tournament won't be as crazy, but anything can happen. So let's look at what did happen. So we got max golden combo. We got more golden combo duration. I might grab one here. We'll probably wait on that. I did go ahead and get black hole's duration to 33 seconds. And then, of course, the next thing to do is get black hole size up, just because my black hole is a little lacking in the tournament. After that, we will be maxing out the death wave quantity, and then we will just be working on chrono loop. I probably will get some more duration, and then like two ticks, get it to 50 seconds. Max out the speed reduction. Maybe we'll max the speed reduction first. I'm taking it back. We're going to max the speed reduction, and then we're going to get this to 60 seconds. So then chrono field should be solved. Now, in between that, I might do some card researches. It's going to kind of depend on how things line up. So, as you know, my Super Tower Mastery, we're working on that. Once that is complete, we'll probably do card masteries. I'm going to say one at a time still. I don't think I'm ready to go up to 2 at a time yet, but we'll see. Obviously, as more and more of these things get completed, we are going to have different questions will be raised. So, for example, the next one will be enemy balance. I'm likely not going to start this until Super Tower Mastery finishes. Just because I don't think that at this time my economy can support doing 2 card masteries at once. I will say that with my previous economy, before I got Golden Combo 10, I was still struggling to do 1. So I honestly want, if we do 2 at a time, I'm going to want a bit of a cushion. But the reality is, how I see it is this, right? We're about to start level 7. From level 7 to level 9, I am just going to be saving up gems. With the reason being is that by the time level 7 and 8 are done, and I start on level 9, I want to be able to just instantly complete level 9 of Super Tower. That's it. I just want to be able to instantly complete it. There's no reason I can't have the gems for that. It is roughly 3,000 gems, so it's about 1 week worth of gems. So that does mean that all my gems going forward are going to be saved up for just rushing Super Tower Mastery 9. Since I'm going to rush that mastery to completion because there's no Super Tower Mastery 10, we're done. That means I will have some time. I mean, I could technically, we'll have to see when we get there, because that's like 2 weeks away. As I'm not spending my coins anywhere else, we're going to have to see where that ends up. Now, in terms of research, well, we just completed damage per meter 47. That's nice. In terms of research, I mean, it's going to depend on the cards. So we'll go to the cards in a second. But for now, we're going to focus on continuing to work on the ultimate weapon research. Like, we're going to definitely complete Shock Chance. That's probably one I neglected for too long. So we are going to complete it. We are going to complete Recharge Missile Barrage. I actually don't know why this isn't complete, to be very honest with you. I don't know why this isn't complete yet, but it's not something critical right now. We will get around to doing it soon. Oops. And obviously, we'll do some Chain Thunder, probably. We'll finish up the Death Wave Armor Stripping. We'll probably max out the Lightning Amplifier Scatter. We'll get some more Death Wave damage. We'll probably max that out, to be honest with you. You never know how things are going to change. Maybe we'll get some more Double Death Ray. I don't really know how I feel about this. But, you know, it goes up to level 30, so I don't think it's that expensive or takes that long anymore. So it's something we could knock out. get the fast enemy speed nerf. This used to be expensive, but probably not too expensive now. So I think this one would actually be pretty quick to do. I say that, but I don't know. It is 30 levels, but we'll see. I might get some module coin cost at some point. I know a lot of people, you know, but this is one that can be sat on because unlike lab cost, I can do this in unspec at any time. So I'll probably grab some of this at some point. Just because the levels above 161 are very expensive. And again, that's not like it's going to take much. I don't know that we'll do anything with the recovery packages. That would be the two things I would do there. Coins per wave, it's dead to me. I mean, it could always come back. I'll say this, it could always come back. Will we get more wall research? I don't know, because right now we're so focused on damage. We have to do the landmine still. We will do both landmine researches at some point. You know, honestly. No, I don't have a slot I could do right now for that. I was wondering, you know, should I go ahead and start the landmine damage? But no, I don't have that. But we will be doing these two. I think they're really quick researches, to be honest. I mean, the fact that level 1 is 28 minutes, I think these are very fast researches. We might do, I might drive you guys crazy in max defense percent. We'll see if I do that this year. I did get a couple more range labs, and I can see me picking up some more range here, and probably some at some point grabbing max rend armor. I mean, I do have havoc ring. The problem with rend armor is it doesn't work for anything but the bullets, but you know, we'll see. And that brings us up here, which means there's utility discount and starting cash. And people are like, oh no, don't do starting cash. Probably won't do starting cash. But I definitely, I can see myself, especially with the respec being free that's coming up, picking up this, because look, this is 17 hours, and I know it's not great, but this is so cheap for the skips, I probably will do some. I'm not going to do it now, because obviously I'm not in the mood to respec right now, and it really is, I don't want to respec until, you know, I get the free spec. So it's something that would likely happen in probably like, again, I went and looked at my keys to get everything I want out of Harmony. At best, at very best, I'm looking at something like 13 weeks, and it could be worse, so it could be longer than 13 weeks. So it's like 3 months to get everything I want out of there. And that's not counting if I get my super missile up, and I don't even know if we're going to get to super missile, to be honest with you. If I get super missile up to the point where it's like, oh, super missile's now buffed. Now I want to get that for super missile, you know, the auto fire for that, which is another 25. I'm hoping in the vault we will get there. Oh, you know, I have to actually do the vault. We'll do the vault after this. I'm mixing it up because I talked about the vault in my previous video, and it is about 13 weeks. So, but research is actually looking really good. Research is looking really, really good right now. So that's all I can say. Everything's lining up well for research. All right, so that kind of covers research. We covered this. I don't know that we'll be putting anything in enhance. It kind of depends if my economy takes off again. I do need to invest in here, but right now I am so constrained with the card mastery. All right, so in terms of the event, we will work on Ampy. I don't think I'll even max Ampy out this year, but we'll see what Ampy does. Ampy will get as much as he can get, and unless they give us more for Golden Bot, you know, we're all in on Ampy. They could at any time increase the bonus on Golden Bot or do something here, and then I would have to reinvest more in Golden Bot. But assuming they don't change Golden Bot, we're all in on Ampy. And as you can see, we're working on his cooldown and his range. And I did give him a little bit of duration just because it was about double for the cooldown and range. So I'll probably keep the ratio like that. I don't think it really matters. And, you know, the reason I don't think it really matters is because, and this might have been the wrong choice, but it's not a big deal. Because the reality is Ampy is not going to be good until you have Ampy's cooldown, Ampy's range, and Ampy's duration maxed out. And then you'll get bonus, obviously. So Ampy has a long way to go. but we are doing well on his research. And obviously, when I finish his duration, I'll probably just swap that one. I mean, excuse me, when I finish his cooldown, I'll probably swap that one to duration. I would normally be doing both at the same time, but duration is just a lot more expensive. So now we're going to talk about the vault. So if you watched the last video, you did see I bought 2 card slots just so I wasn't as constrained. Obviously, we have the auto demon mode, auto nuke, which, oh my goodness, makes tournaments so much better. We're going to get these 2, and this is what I'm talking about. These 2 are next. So this is, like I said, optimistically, this is 4 weeks right here. 1 month. And then if we go up this, we're looking at 90 keys total. Because yes, I want to go all the way and get the multi-specs. And then this and this is another 45. So we're at 135 plus this is another 40 because I have 6. So we're looking at 180 keys, which that is roughly 9 weeks if I get 20 keys a week. So like I said, that's 9 weeks out. And then if I do get that, then we're just going into power. So then we'll go into power, and we will just be using them to unlock ultimate damage, and we're just going to traverse the tree. One thing I found out is you can't go this way. You can only go up. You can't go to the side. So that means we'd have to go up the center, up the center, up the center, up the center, all the way to this. And then once we were there, we could come back and we could go up the sides, which would realistically be up this side for the coin bonus, the cash bonus, and these 2 bonuses. And I don't know the defense is ever going to be that relevant, so I don't see us doing this on the left side. I would like defense to be relevant again. Maybe Thorns would be relevant. I don't know. Maybe we'd get that. But again, we're talking about getting this when we've completed both left sides, right? We got all this stuff done. We got this done. And then, okay, maybe we go up this side finally and get this. Like, the amount of... when will this happen to me? The answer is not anytime soon. As there's no... I kind of was disappointed nobody made, like, a talent tree for this. Because I think it would have been funny to pick out what you're going to do with keys just so you could see that, wow, okay, I'm not getting this done anytime soon. But, we will take it. Like I said, I don't even think, I will think it'll be a miracle if over the duration of a year, I get up to here. I think it's more realistic that I get about here. Because I've already sold out about a third of the year up the river. So I think it'll be a miracle if we get up here. Now, obviously, that could change if we get key boosters somehow. I don't know how we would get key boosters. Maybe if they put one in the mission table, you get an extra key here or extra key there. I could see that. I do think we should have... now that keys have been out for a while, I do feel like we could do some, like, key trickling down kind of thing. And so, for example, what I mean is maybe make all the ranks down here get at least 1 key, so they can kind of trickle in to the system. What I would like to see, and I don't know how they would do this, like changes to 12, 10, 8, 6, and 4, and like this is 2 and this is 1. And then maybe for Champion League, like the top 4 places also get 1 key. I would like to just see a little bit of trickle down. And then if the system opens up a bit more to more of the players, then we would do. And again, my real problem is not that the keys themselves, and I'm getting a little off topic here, but I would just like to see, mostly I would like to see the harmony and power trees like split. Like, I wish these both didn't use keys, and I know I'm basically asking for yet another currency to exist, and the reason I'm saying that is I would have liked Harmony to be a different currency. I really would have. Like, Harmony should have been a currency that anybody could get from the tournament, because I feel like a lot of this stuff, like, more people should have access to this stuff, because it's general stuff. Now, obviously, like, the workshop stuff, like, you're not gonna, the discount to enhancements, it's not gonna be relevant for really low level people, but I don't care. I just feel like this should have been split into 2 trees, and then you only unlock the power tree once you get to like Legends rank 15 or something like that. And you only get the keys only work over here. Just because I feel like a lot more of the player base should have access to the Harmony tree than we currently do. And if they were split separately, like there's not a lot of power in here. Sure, there's 4 card slots. That's fine. But there's not a ton of power in here where it's like, you know, this is just convenience stuff, and I feel like this should be more accessible to the player base. I don't know if that means we, like, create new currency or what. That'd be a whole thing. That would be really interesting how they did that. But that's how I feel. But regardless, like I said, we're spending 9 weeks here. And then we're going to go over here. And I don't have a calculator to do this. But we'll try and do it right. So we're going to say 2 weeks, 2 weeks, 4 weeks. We'll do this. That'll be actually 2 weeks. 1 week. Wait, sorry. 1 week, 2 week. 3 weeks. 5 weeks. 7 weeks. Yeah, 7 weeks. 9. This will be we'll round up here. We'll say this is 12 weeks. Then this would be another 14, and this would be oh, okay, so it's only 16 weeks to get to the top if I get 10 keys or 20 keys a week. I thought it was longer than that. So that's 16 weeks. Huh. 16 weeks. That's something. All right, so that's 4 months. So maybe we will get at least the spine here. I didn't think that was going to be possible. So maybe we will actually get the bot range in about 16 weeks. Give or take on how I do in my tournament. Because everything with, like, some people have asked me, like, do you think if you invested your stones differently, you'd do better in the tournaments? And my answer to that is no. This is my variance in the tournament. My variance is entirely tied to when I queue up in the tournament. That predicts more about how successful I'll be than anything else so far. And I do think predicting at 20 stones a week is a bit high. I'm expecting to probably be about 16 a week, give or take. So you take the 9 weeks plus the 16 weeks, which is 25 weeks, which is half the year. And you probably can say, okay, let's say I do about 80% of that. So, you know, let's add a quarter to that. And that's, now we're looking at half a year plus a quarter of that, which is about another 7 weeks. So now we're looking at about 30-ish weeks right there. And so, yeah, it's probably going to take me 30-ish weeks to get everything I want. And that doesn't even count to the fact that, am I going to probably cycle back into the Harmony tree and pick this up? Probably. That's 25 right there. That's another 2 weeks. I mean, not 2 weeks. That's another week. And it's like a week and a half a tournament, but, you know, we'll round up to another week. So, I don't know. We'll see. I have a really hard time doing these projections, too, because I feel like anything can change. That's what I had, like, when people were asking about this video, I was like, we've seen how much the game changes in a year, and you want me to project a year of growth? That's really hard. But we'll see. So let's kind of recap everything. If everything goes according to plan, which is tough to say, well, we're going to max Ampy. We'll say we will max Ampy out, or we'll be pretty close to maxing Ampy out. I feel like range is going to be maxed, cooldown is going to be maxed, and duration is going to be maxed at the very least. Maybe the bonus will be maxed, but I don't know. I don't want to oversell that. In terms of ultimate weapons, Chrono Field will be at 60 seconds. Speed reduction will be maxed. We'll probably have some chrono loop going on. Like, I want to say we're going to have CF5. And Golden Tower is we'll probably get a little bit more duration and bonus. Probably take this to two more here. We'll take this up to a little bit. I don't know, probably 1 or 2 here. Not a whole lot. And we will have max death wave quantity. And our black hole will have max size and probably have some more spotlight angle. So that's what I see. I don't see us getting into light range, which would be the third ultimate weapon plus, because we're going to get chrono loop and then probably light range. I don't know that we're going to get into that right this year. That might be a next year thing. And again, I'm extremely conservative because I don't, as you can see, anything can happen and things happen wildly. So we'll see. But that does mean that in terms of modules, I'm thinking we're going to have all 5-star modules. I'm going to just draw this till we have all 5 stars and it's done. I'm going to tell you that right now. We will finish all the modules this year, hopefully, and that'll be hopefully one system we will have complete. And now we have to do the card bonuses, which this is very hard to do. So I know the next one, and I'm going to stick with my previous estimation, which is going to be 10. Which is going to be enemy balance, and then it's going to be damage, and then after damage, it's going to be we'll go with demon mode. Demon mode will be the third one. So enemy balance, damage, demon mode. But I'm on the fence about demon mode. That's really going to depend on my tournament. So he might get pushed back. Because I have to give up my demon mode on kill for that. But it might be fine for me to have the demon mode on kill still. Because that would kick in the damage when I need it most. So I don't know, maybe. So that's 3. As good as recovery package is, this is a really good one. I don't know that I can economically support this right now. That's kind of why I pushed that one off. We'll definitely be doing wave skip. Let's do wave skip at 4. Wave skip, and then we'll do coins at 5. And then no. Yeah, coins at 5. Crit coins at 6. Crit chance at 7. Extra orbit 8. And intro sprint at 9. No, we'll probably do package chance at 9. Intro sprint at 10. And that's it. I don't really see myself going beyond 10. I might be able to get an 11th card, and if so, we'll say Berserker for Viking Funeral. But I don't see myself really... Again, anything could happen, and I'm really bad at projecting this stuff. I feel like a lot of people have, like, really sky-high projections, and here I am. I'm, like, Mr. Conservative. Like, oh, I don't know. I don't want to set it too high. Like, should I be, like, aiming for the, like, the moon here, and then if I miss the moon, I end up in the galaxy somewhere? That's really hard for me. I've always had a hard time of being like, okay, we're going to do all this stuff. And then it's like, yeah, okay, I can't, like, suspend my disbelief enough to do that. I don't know. I mean, also, it's hard for me to plan this stuff out because I'm not I am much more of a let's do what feels right in the moment person with the tower rather than having some grandiose plan. And plus, I know anything can change, you know? That's the biggest thing to me, is it's so hard to predict this, because it'd be one thing if I was doing this with Idle Kingdom defense, and I'd be like, yeah, for Idle Kingdom defense, for example, we should finish Total War this year. I feel pretty confident we would finish Total War in 2025, and I'd be like, okay, I would expect Marion's artifacts to be at around, like 5,500 at the end of the year, give or take. Very easy to project that because the game's done. They're not going to add anything. I did email them. They're not going to add anything. It's much harder to forecast this. But so I'm still sticking with probably 10 cards, maybe 11. But some things are easier. Like I'm predicting that we will get all 5-star modules. Like the module system, I'm predicting we will finish that this year. That's a pretty easy prediction to make. Researches, like this is a harder prediction to make because my researches will directly be impacted by how many cards I do. But if we're doing 11, I should still have 4 slots free, and that should be pretty set in what we talked about. So hopefully this meets everybody's expectations of a projection of where my tower is going to be going. And the answer is up. So once again, as always, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe to support the channel. And if you have any questions, feel free to say something in the comments. I do always look forward to your questions. And as always, thank you again, and I hope you have a great day.